What we doing here? Salute to my audience. I hope you and your family's good. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure the notification bell's on. Let's try to forward up these numbers. Now today, rest in peace Lats, rest in peace Sinner. The two young men that lost their lives with Anthony Joshua was laid to rest today in a mosque in central London. Condolences, thoughts go out to AJ and his family, especially Lats's family, Sinner's family and friends. A question I want to ask you lot is this page known for being controversial, would you say? Let me know in the comments. And the reason I ask is because, see, for me, I understand how I come across can be, not how maybe I want it to be perceived. But because, again, most of you lot don't know me personally to understand whether I'm being humorous, funny, also aggressive, if I'm intentionally being rude. So I understand I can't control my perception for you lot. But do you think it's a controversial page is what I want to ask. So let me know in the comments. The reason why I ask that is because I see people in this content space, and anytime they mention my name, it always comes with controversial things. He's negative, or, all he wants to do is, say names for clout or do this for that. And sometimes when I see these people saying these things, I'm sitting there like, me? No, bad man. What I do is, if I see my name in someone's mouth, sounds crazy, I'm always going to defend myself. Always. I feel like I was born to be a defender, and naturally I'm a striker, But other than, like I said, two names I personally disrespected, you could say, in this space. Although one of them, I feel like I was just giving my truth. It was early on when I started, only 4 months back now. But so I was just making you understand the isms and schisms in the industry that was music at the time. That was Pound Sterling. And salute to Pound Sterling, salute to Doug. And the second was Bouncer, which you all know about. Other than those two names, I've always been defending my name. I see people say slick things and I always address it. So it might seem like I'm the aggressor, but I'm really not. I'm really not. And sometimes not everybody sees the backstory of where it started. So they just see me spazzing and think, oh, look, clues off on one. But if you do your research, you'll understand as to why. Okay? Same with Elaine the Pain, and you know what I'm saying? Same with Simon and Dangles, Same with Tankz, Which brings me to say about Tankz. I've seen the clip with Tankz on RTM podcast, and he's talking about Clue don't stand on nothing, and Clue's just looking for clout. So let me clarify that for you, brother. You're a young gentleman in this space. You're a trendsetter in this space. We salute your achievements, because when it comes to breaking things down and giving us insightful commentary, you do that very well, brother. Very well. My problem is when I see people using my name in sentences that I don't like, I'm always going to have something to say, or I'm going to feel away. Now, it's 2026. I'm trying to make you understand that, bro. Salute what you're doing. Salute what you got going on. But if you're not like that, if you're not that way inclined, maybe think about how you address people that maybe feel like they're like that, or people around them, especially, are inclined. Because you're there talking about, I don't stand on nothing. Your opinion, you're entitled, bad man. Do I agree? No. Why? Because I don't. And what I would say is, for you to say that statement and then be someone that was bullied on RTM, I believe the words were, do you want me to beat you up? Is what Simon told you, aka Young Spray. To then go back to the platform, only because you and Bouncer are not seeing eye to eye. What's that standing on, bad man? Is that standing on business? Okay. So we have to be mindful of these words we throw out there and check our own actions. You know? Because that's the only reason you went back to RTM, bro. The only reason RTM invite people to their show is because they may see an alignment with the person that they're inviting up. That person might be having a back and forth with another, i.e. the new smoker that nobody knows. Yeah? Other than the dealers. Who is sitting in Ross Clark batty riders in a flower chair with teddy bears in the background. Why? Because it's not his room that he sleeps in. No. It's a lady's room he sleeps in. Yes. It's over, buddy. But these are the people that will be invited to these platforms in order to talk or spill the tea on people that they may have had a brief stint with, i.e. the new smoker. I was with him on the landing for a few months. He was cool. Fast forward, he's got a lot to say about, man. I didn't know this energy existed. But back to Tankz. That back there sounded mad. Cool, Tankz. See the clout thing? I feel like it's just a word that people love to throw in sentences. Clout. Okay. So, let me get this straight. You do understand that being someone from a street and being someone affiliated with the streets, we kind of know a lot, all of us, north, south, east, west, outside of London. Everybody kind of knows things, innit? There's things I could talk about if I wanted clout, bro. Not all attention is good attention. I don't chase clout. I really don't. So for you to think that, I must be doing something wrong. Maybe you could let me know what that is. But I just think it's a word we all put in a sentence with no meaning behind it. Your meaning for me, chasing clout, is what? Because I mentioned your name? Are we not in this content space? Have you not had things to say about me? Am I not allowed to reply or respond? So then because I reply or respond is for clout? Is that what you're telling me? What are we doing here? So again, that's your way of probably trying to pop me down. But that's cool, bro. Like I said, you're a young man. You're doing well for yourself. And long may it continue for you. Just be mindful though. Because, you know, remember, we all know what we need to know. You know what I mean? So that clout word, yeah, man, everyone just seems to use it. Even Simon and Dangles, they would swear blind that I use their name to forward into the space, which is cap. 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 Remember, I talk to Simon now and then on the phone and that. And it's a different person on the phone than it is on the camera. I.e., you know, you won't hear me talking about you no more like that, bro. And then we're in 2026 and I'm still seeing a man get pressed over a young lady, beautiful lady, mentioning my name. And you're getting pressed for her mentioning my name like you don't want to pay homage to man's contribution. And I'm not saying that I've contributed no way near as much as you have, Brody. You know, you've been out on that corner for years. You know, you've been on the train for years. And you're still going. That Oyster card does not expire, bad man. I salute it. You know. And you know Dangles. Dangles is hilarious. You know, Dangles is hilarious. Top worker still. I salute Dangles still. But we're all going to see each other at some point, and I look forward to that. Do you get what I mean? Respectfully. But yeah, man, I don't know how to feel about what Tankz is saying, but I guess I'm not going to try and address things how maybe some of you would like me to. You know, I'm going to try to do a little better. I'm going to just address it in a more of a, maybe just make a man understand, like, bro, if you're not from that world, shouldn't say, just say nothing. Otherwise, what it could be deemed as is now, are you seeking some of my attention for me to do this back and forth thing with you? Because let's have it right. If I'm nobody, you just wouldn't talk about me, innit? That makes sense. Or you'd refer to me as something else that maybe only those that know who you're referring to know what you mean. So which one is it, bro? But just make me know anyway, you know? You do your job well, brother. You really do. Simon, you know you do your thing very well. I've saluted you for your 100K subscribers. I've saluted you for being a pioneer in this space. And you're still over there pressed. Why are you pressed over there, bad man? I don't know why. I see you in some different kind of shoes the other day, bad man. Like you had the shovel outside. Like you was going to bury something. It's crazy. You already know. But other than that, that's all I had to really say on the matter. I've seen the clip, so I had to address the clip. I see Annie spazzing out on Pinky. Pinky, what's good? Now, why I felt bad for Pinky was, you see, when it's women challenging you, throwing things at you, you got to salute any man that, you know, knows how to just say, leave it alone. Leave it alone. And that's real. Salute to Pinky for that. You should definitely get props for that. I didn't see what happened off camera, but I'm just saying, I didn't see Pinky retaliating, so well done. Annie was spazzing. Spazzing! And I'm sure she was just in your yard the other day. It's crazy. But I don't know what's going on over there. But if I never said it before, salute to Kid and Chinks. Salute to Pinky Notes. Salute to Real Talk True Stories podcast. Salute to Winners Talking podcast. Salute to Trillery's new platform. I'm probably going to forget so many names. Salute to all the names in the content space. Tankz. Salute to RTM. Salute to Bouncer. Salute to Stanner that's now in this space. Salute to everybody, man. We need to figure out amongst ourselves how we can maybe put on an event or put on something where we could all attend. I think that would be lit. I think that would be really lit. So let me know who's on it and who's with it. Because again, I'm not on this divide and conquer thing. I'm on building. If you're on building, then let me know. But it's the landing, man. You never know what we might talk about.
Call me Saint Nick. Caesar with me too. Going ape shit. Gorillas in the zoo. We had to break shit.